Good morning, friends. Well, it's morning for me, maybe not where you are right now, but I just wanted to welcome you back to another class in Costa Rica. So, this space I'm in is where I've been able to teach yoga every morning for this retreat that I'm teaching at, and it is the most beautiful space that I wanted to enjoy with all of you and invite you into. You may hear some really loud sounds around me. These are some howler monkeys that sound like lions, or other birds, or the breeze. So just embrace the sounds of Costa Rica with me as you practice. So, to get started, we're going to focus on the heart today and opening the heart. So, we've done this in several classes, just the heart opener, whether you want to roll up your mat and lay on it, or if you do have blocks accessible at home, or maybe two big thick books, you can just see how I'm arranging those and set them up for yourself so that we can just come into a position where the heart is elevated and the shoulders can draw down towards the ground. And just start to breathe here. As you exhale, just feel yourself melting into your prop at the back of your heart. As you inhale, just feel the heart elevate, open. Just slow breaths here. As we just set our focus on these few words. Keep vigilant watch over your heart. That's where life starts. So I just want you to be with those words that we're going to just be speaking over throughout class, and just see what it is for you that comes up. See how those words land on you, how they move you, what they're speaking. Keep vigilant watch over your heart, for that is where life starts. Another way to say it is, so above all, guard the affections of your heart, for they affect all that you are. Pay attention to the welfare of your innermost being, for from there flows the wellspring of life. So Spirit, speak to us about heart. Connect us back where we've been cut off. Show us what it means to live with heart. In the Sacred Romance, it says, some years into our spiritual journey, after the waves of anticipation that mark the beginning of any pilgrimage have begun to ebb into life's middle years of service and busyness, a voice speaks to us in the midst of all we're doing. There is something missing in all of this. There's something more, it suggests. The voice comes often in the middle of the night or early hours of the morning, when our hearts are most unedited and vulnerable. At first, we mistake the source of this voice and assume it's just our imagination. We fluff our pillow, roll over, go back to sleep. Days, weeks, even months go by, and the voice speaks again. Aren't you thirsty? Listen to your heart. There is something missing. You long to be in a love affair, an adventure. You were made for something more. You know it. In our modern pragmatic world, we often do not understand that it is God speaking to us in our heart. We've been so out of touch with our deepest longing, we fail to recognize the voice and the one who is calling to us through it. Some of us silence the voice by locking our heart away in the attic, feeding it only bread and water of duty and obligation until it's almost dead. The voice now small and weak, but sometimes in the night when our defenses are down, we still hear it call to us oh so faintly. a distant whisper. Come morning, the new day's activities scream for our attention, and the sound of the cry is gone, and we congratulate ourselves for overcoming. And so that's what it means when it says, keep watch over your heart, for life starts there. So you can slowly just come off your blocks or your mat and just roll into a fetal position for a few breaths. Taking that in. What is your relationship to your own heart? And then just coming up to table when you're ready. Just taking a few breaths to move your spine in a way that feels good for you at this time of day. And then find neutral. Extending your right leg out long behind you, toes lift off the mat, toes point down towards the mat, heel extends back. Feel that length out the crown of the head all the way out through that heel, and then take the opposite arm, reach it forward. Holding here, engage the core, navel to spine. As you take an exhale, draw everything in, tap knee to elbow. Inhale opens you up. Just take 5 on your own. With your breath, inhale extends long. As you exhale, you draw it in. And then on your next one, hold it out. Bring that left hand down. Extend the right leg out to the right side. The heel comes in line with the left knee. And then from here, just rise up, gate pose. Slide that right hand down the right shin. Really root into that left knee as you extend the left fingertips over to the right side. Really keep even all 5 fingers engaged. Spread wide. Breathe here. Inhale, coming back up. As you exhale, bring that left hand down. Right hand reaches up. Coming into modified side plank here. Maybe you lift the back foot up, the right foot up. And then as you take your next exhale, bring that, if you lifted the foot, bring it down. Just make your way back to table. Sink back, child's pose, just 2 breaths. Switching sides, coming back up. Extend the left leg long. Find that length, and then when you're ready, extend the opposite arm. Inhale, extends long. As you exhale, draw it in, 5 breaths. Using your breath to initiate movement, slowing everything down. And then when you're ready, find neutral. Extend that left leg out to the left side. Rise up, gate pose. Slide that left hand down the thigh and the shin. Reach the right fingertips up and over. Spread the fingers wide, like keep the fingertips engaged. To live with heart means to stay engaged in our life, not to cut parts off, to numb out. So feel that in your body, feel full engagement. As you inhale, come back up. As you exhale, bring that opposite hand down, modified side plank. Left arm reaches up and over to the right side. Maybe left leg lifts up. Inhale, come back. As you exhale, just find your way to table. Sink back, child's pose, just 2 breaths. And then inhale, press yourself up to table. Exhale. As you inhale, lift the hips high, come into down dog. From here, right leg lifts. Shift forward, right knee to nose, step the foot between the hands, drop the back knee. As you inhale, rise up. As you exhale, let that left hand go to the left thigh. Reach the right arm up and then just gentle baby back bend. Heart open here. Lift the gaze. Let the sound of your heart rise up into your thoughts. What is it wanting to say? Exhale, hands come down. Root that left hand down. Right arm reaches as you curl the back toes and lift the knee. Twist it out. From here, hands come down, step back, high plank, move through a vinyasa. From your down dog, left leg lifts. Shift forward, left knee to nose, step the foot between the hands. Drop the back knee, uncurl the toes, rise up. On your exhale, just slide that right hand down the right thigh. Left arm reaches higher, taller. Extend back, baby back bend, gaze lifts up. Using core strength, draw yourself back up, neutral, and then windmill the hands down. Right hand down, this time left arm reaches high, lifting that back leg up. And then move through your vinyasa. Knowing you can always skip the vinyasa and just press to down dog. Just take what your body needs today. Always feel free to add or remove any of the postures. As you're ready, lift the right knee up, the right leg up, As you exhale, left or right knee to left elbow. Press it back up, three-legged down dog. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, lift it up. One more time like that. Right knee, left elbow. Hold here, extend the right leg out to the left side. And then from here, start to pivot into that right hand, left arm reaches up, fallen star, lifting the hip points up higher, gauging the obliques here. And then bring that hand back down, step yourself back to high plank. Then pivot, stacking the right hip on top of the left, side plank here. Right arm reaches high. You can modify, drop the knee, or keep the feet stacked. Maybe from here, you then take the right foot, step it behind you, bending the knee, keeping the left leg straight and long, right knee's bent, then lift the hip points up, coming into a flip dog here, wild thing. Heart pressing up. Again, we're just all about heart opening today. Leading with the heart, letting it speak. Where does it feel like it needs to be revived? And then come back to that side plank. And then from your side plank, draw the right knee into your chest. Can you step the right foot up, high lunge? Inhale, rise up. As you exhale, shoot the arms back, shoulders draw away from the ears, belly hovers over the thigh, crown of your head reaching forward. Inhale, comes back up. Exhale, arms back, belly hovers. One more time, reach up. Exhale, hands come back. Rise back up. As you exhale, open up, warrior two. Holding here, just a couple breaths. And then from your warrior two, shifting to the back of your mat, flying monkey. So bending into the left knee, that right leg goes straight. Dropping down, hips kind of hover over that left heel. And then from here, just fold into your monkey. So extend the spine long, hands press down into the mat. Draw the chin to your chest. Slow your breath. And then walk yourself back up. Just pivot to the back of your mat. As you inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. As you take your next inhale, start to shift into that front leg. Draw the back leg up, knee in. Extend the leg out from your standing pose. Then step yourself back, crescent lunge. Next breath, back up, balance, knee to chest. Extend the leg out. Step back, crescent lunge. Do that 2 more times. Stepping up, drawing the knee in. Can you extend the leg out, lift from the inner thigh, come higher with that leg. Stepping back, crescent lunge. 1 more time. And then from your crescent lunge, warrior 2, back to the front of your mat. From warrior 2, interlace the hands behind you and draw the knuckles down, heart open here. Feel the inner shoulder roll to the outer shoulder, heart open. What would it look like to live with the heart alive? Where you're in tune with its voice. And then release the hands, open the arms, 1 full breath in. Exhale, windmill down, move through your vinyasa. And we're just going to take that on the left side and then start to bring it down. So if you want to do this flow multiple times, you know the drill. You can totally pause and take it a few more times to make this practice longer. But as you're ready, left leg lifts. Exhale, shift forward, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, press it up. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Press it up 1 more time. Cross the body, left knee, opposite elbow. And then extend the left leg out to the right side. Start to pivot into that left hand, right arm reaches high. Fallen star. Lifting the hip points up, engaging the obliques. Really root into that bottom hand and rise out of the shoulder. And then exhale, square the shoulders off, both hands come down, stepping into high plank. This time pivoting onto that right hand, left hip stacks on top of right, coming into side plank, whether on that bottom knee or feet stacked. Hold here, root into that hand, bottom hand rising up. Lift the hip points a little higher. Tailbone just moves towards the heels. As you exhale, maybe you take that top leg, bend the knee and step the foot behind you. Coming into wild thing, lifting the hips high, letting the back arch, crown of the head reaching down as you extend that lifted arm back behind you. If you flipped your dog, come back to that side plank. From your side plank, lift the left leg, draw that knee into your chest as you just pivot to step the foot forward. Left foot forward, rising up, crescent lunge. On your exhale, shoot the arms back, belly hovers over thigh, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale to rise. Exhale, draw it back, belly hovers. So the legs stay rooted as you just lift the upper body and hover the belly. With your breath, 1 more time. And then from here, from your crescent lunge, open up warrior 2. Interlace the hands, draw the knuckles down, heart opener on this side. Relaxing the face. Breathing here into these words, above all, guard the affection of your heart, for they affect all that you are. Pay attention to your innermost being, for from there is a wellspring of life. Open up the arms, start to bend into that right knee, straightening the left as you drop the hips down over that right ankle. And then just fold here, down dog, upper body, lengthening your spine in your monkey pose. And then as you inhale, walk yourself back up. Pivot now to the back of your mat, runner's lunge, fingertips framing that right foot. And then as you're ready, inhale, rise up, high lunge. We'll move into that balance from here. Put the weight into that right foot. Draw the left knee into your chest. As you exhale, extend the left heel forward, lifting the inner thigh. And then just bend back in, step back, crescent lunge. Exhale, step up, knee to chest. Extend the leg. Step back, crescent lunge. 2 more times on your own. Breathing into each movement. Deep inhales and exhales. And then once you step back, crescent lunge, just warrior 2 back to the front of your mat. And then from there, move through your vinyasa. So again, feel free to pause, flow that out each side, maybe 1 or 2 more times, putting on music or just breathing and paying attention to your heart. Otherwise, let's just come down, child's pose, taking twisted child's pose, weaving that right arm underneath the left, maybe taking the right cheek to the mat. Just breathing into this idea of the heart. How engaged are you in listening to it, in letting it lead and guide your choices? In the end, it doesn't matter how well we've performed or what we've accomplished. A life without heart is not worth living. For out of this wellspring of our soul flows all true caring and all meaningful work. Our faith, hope, and love issue from this fount as well, because it is in our heart we first hear the voice of God, and it is in the heart we come to know God and learn to live in His love. There's a busyness, the drivenness, the fact that most of us are living merely to survive, and beneath it we feel restless, weary, and vulnerable. Just twist the other side. Starting early in life, we've been taught to ignore and distrust the deepest yearnings of our heart. For the most part, life teaches us to suppress our longing and live only in the external world where efficiency and performance are everything. Very seldom are we ever invited to live out of our heart. If we are wanted, we are often wanted for what we are functionally. If rich, we're honored for our wealth. If beautiful, for our looks. If intelligent, for our brains. So we learn to offer only those parts of us that are approved, living out a carefully crafted performance. We divorce ourselves from our heart and begin to live a double life. Indeed, if we will listen, a sacred romance calls to us through our heart every moment of our lives. It whispers to us on the wind. It invites us through the laughter of good friends. It reaches out to us through the touch of someone we love. As you're ready, just come press yourself out of your child's pose. Cross at the ankle, shift the hips back, just let the legs go out long. From here, up seated, let's cross the right ankle over the left knee, so just above the knee. Figure 4 with the legs. As you inhale, just hinge forward, fold it out. The inner life. The story of our heart is the life of the deep places within us, our passions and dreams, our fears, our wounds. It can't be managed like a corporation. The heart does not respond to principles and programs. It seeks not efficiency but passion. The romance is even present in times of great personal suffering. Something calls to us through the experiences like these and rouses an inconsolable longing deep within our heart, awakening in us a yearning for intimacy, beauty, adventure. So you're ready, just rise up and switch sides, cross the opposite ankle. Inhale, arms reach up. As you exhale, fold into the figure 4. This longing is the most powerful part of any human personality. It fuels our search for meaning, for wholeness, and for a sense of truly being alive. However we describe this deep desire, it is the most important thing about us, our heart of hearts, the passion of our life, and the voice that calls to us in this place is none other than the voice of God. And we cannot hear this voice if we have lost touch with our heart. Just walking yourself slowly back up. Just rolling onto your back. Just want you to take Shavasana from here, or if there's something you need to do before that, just take a moment. I'm just going to read that phrase over you one more time and just give you space to be with that. Just like the story of Samuel hearing the voice of God multiple times and going to his teacher and asking, what is it you want? And finally realizing, oh, that's the voice of God calling to me in the night. I want us to just listen to our hearts and that whisper of God calling to us, and what would he say to our heart? Keep vigilant watch over your heart, for this is where life starts. What emotions does that surface for you? Do questions come up? So above all, guard the affections of your heart, for they affect all that you are. Pay attention to the welfare of your innermost being, for from there flows the wellspring of life. What is the invitation for you in those words? So above all, guard the affections of your heart, for they affect all that you are. Pay attention to the welfare of your innermost being, for from there flows the wellspring of life. Is there an action to take from those words? So I just want you to be with that. Sit in these words in the quiet for as long as you have time for.